before you answer, Ken Cushman says, I still don't understand his definition of submission. So before you say anything, I would like to play this next clip and then see if we can get some clarity. How about that? This is the one about partnership.
A woman will not submit to a man unless he is a provider. And what I mean by this is that when a woman comes into your life, right, this woman should be coming into your kingdom. You know what I'm saying? You know, in other words, your life has to be in autopilot already. Your life has to be in surplus, meaning the house, the cars, the bills being paid. All that needs to be established already, right? Because if it's not, what you're really asking of that woman is to come in and be your partner. You know what I'm saying? You're asking for a partnership. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, brothers, even though partnerships are common, that's commonly what we see in today's time. In a partnership, a woman cannot and will not be submissive. Because what you're saying is you're telling a woman that I'm looking for a woman to come in and complete me, as opposed to, you know, I'm a man that's established and I'm looking for a woman to come in and compliment me.
Facts. And you know what? That goes back to It goes back to one, the inner workings of a woman. Mm-hmm. It goes back to a man being on his purpose first. Like I said, and this is the thing. Like a lot of people get married at a young age. I was married before. I was in a 10-year marriage. Me and my wife, my ex-wife now, we were dating when I was a teenager, 15, 16, got married at 21, and we're building a life together. I believe when people come together like that, it's different. But even if a man gets in a union at a young age, his ultimate goal should still be, let me put my wife in a position to where she can be. Because this is the thing. When a woman, and a lot of people talk about the whole 50-50 thing, and that's different for everybody. I don't believe there's a right or wrong answer. But I will say this. If a woman is paying 50% of the bills, she's not in 100% of her femininity.
Yes.
I don't believe she can be there because she's not because she's now part of the shot call. And the thing, what it does, I think internally for a woman is what she's saying is, if I leave right now, if I walk out, your whole world is in shambles.
Yes.
And that's not a good position. You can't be a leader in that. So I think a man should get his life together. I'm not saying he should go and buy a home, but have his kingdom built to where a woman comes in. She's just coming in and complimenting his life. Like, she's not coming in to make me survive. But this is the thing. And I'm glad that came up. This is where a lot of women get it mixed up. A lot of women say, you know what? I want to be this feminine woman. Where are the men where I can just walk in and compliment his life? This is what a lot of women don't understand. Because you got to go back to the way it used to be. Like a woman, when she was growing up, she was pretty much staying at home until that gentleman caller came and wanted to marry her. So now his kingdom is built, and he's bringing the woman on. But now women have, and I hate to use the word baggage. I hate to use it.
Go ahead.
When a woman has, $1 million in student loans, when she has kids that she wants you to take care of that aren't yours, it changes the dynamic. Because now you want a woman to come in and be feminine, but since she's bringing luggage, now she has to take on some masculine tendencies to make things work right. It just changes the dynamic for most men, not all. It can all work. It can all pan out. Like I say, everybody is different. But women need to know that this image of some guy being on his purpose and you just stepping in. If you bring a lot extra, it changes the dynamic. Women they have to understand that.
Okay, I think that's excellent, and I think you did a great job. I know Ken personally, and Ken did get married very young, and he's been married to his wife, I think, for now 40 years or so. And so, I'm glad he asked the question. But if you did get married young, you don't have those issues. You were building together. That's all you did. And whatever you have is what you have. But I think, the audience you're speaking to and the audience I'm speaking to are people who have lived a while. They might have had 1 or 2 divorces like me. And now they're saying, you know what? I want to change. Do I want to end up a crotchety old person by myself, or do I want something more? And here's my stance. If we're going to be together, I want you to add to my life and I want to add to your life. But like you said, if you want me to pay half the bills, that is partnership. You can't expect me, do what I say.
But I'm not saying partnership can't work. But I'm not saying it can't work, but a lot of men that are in partnership, they still haven't experienced true femininity.
Yes.
Like a woman is a completely different creature. You know, you can even see women that are out and about, and you're like, you know what, this woman moves a certain way, and she's, you know, X type energy. If she gets with a certain type man, she's a different woman. That's a real thing. So I'm not sitting here bashing the whole 50-50 thing. I don't want 50-50 though. I mean, I just, because I want my woman to be a certain type way.
Yes.
You know, yeah.
Well, I don't want 50-50 either, but a lot of women are going to be like, well, where do I find this man? And that's part of the problem too. We're talking about what's going on inside of you and what have you cultivated to attract the man who would say, I love you so much, I want to take care of everything and I'm willing to, come on, and have the mission and the focus and the purpose and the means in order to do that. One thing I talked about, the number one cause of conflict is lack of or miscommunication, but the source of most conflict is failed expectations.
That's huge. You know what? Most people meet each other, date each other, get married, and get to the point where the marriage is going down before they even have that conversation.
Yes.
Like we never talked about what you expected from me. Like
yes.
You know, and a lot of that, some of that goes back to love languages. Some of that goes back to what did you see growing up? What do you think the proper role should be? What do you think? People don't have that conversation. But to be honest, it should be within the first 3 dates. Like, what do you expect? Like if we've established that we're two people that are looking for something long term, like this is not a fling. We're both looking, like that conversation should be had early on.
I'm glad to hear you say that. Yes. Okay. So I said the source of most conflict is failed expectations. So here's the problem. Where do expectations happen?